Action Works Entertainment is proud to present Sittin' on a Tailgate podcast with your host, DJ Big Country.
Papa Hotel Lima Echo November radio check.
Papa Echo November, good afternoon, Richard 5.
Good afternoon, Region 5 and 12, Papa Echo November.
It's been a ride. Hey, Johnny, what are you doing? I'm just sitting on a tailgate, man, drinking beer. Cool, let's let it on.
Oh, yeah, it's another Wednesday right here. It's Sitting on the Tailgate. I am your host, Big Country. Good evening and welcome to the show. And it is storming like a son of a gun here. Been raining and been lightning and thundering all night. Well, not all night, just for the last couple hours. But, so what's everybody doing? Been a long time no see since we've done this show. It's been about 2 weeks now when... Of course, I've been busy, and everybody else has been busy, and been trying to get the new radio show started up. It's WBCW Florida Country Radio. If you guys want to check that out, just go to our website at www.wbcwradio.com, or you can check it out also on Facebook, which is facebook.com/Florida Country Radio. So we got a lot to talk about tonight, but I want to say, first of all, we got some guests here tonight. Well, actually not in studio, but on the phone. It is a couple of girls that has been tearing up Nashville. They got a brand new song out called Mad Black Magic. It's a cool song. You need to check it out. Maybe we'll play it a little bit later for you. But I want to introduce Allison and Crystal Steele of the Two Steele Girls. Good evening, ladies. How are you?
Good evening. Hey, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. What's been going on?
Thanks for having us. We actually just got back from last week with PMA Fest. We had a lot of fun with that, and so we've just kind of been doing that and doing stuff for our single, and of course working with Realtree. So we've got to do a lot of cool stuff lately. So it was really fun. During PMA Fest, we worked with Chevy, which is really cool, and Realtree. So we had a lot of fun. Yeah.
Of course, so I've also been hearing that. Well, that's why you guys ain't been on Facebook in a while. You've been kind of dormant because you've been busy and everything. But yeah. So how's the thing going with Realtree? I'm looking for free stuff if you ever want to throw some my way.
Oh, cool. Well, it's been looking really good. We are the faces of the Realtree Girl brand, which is really cool because they're going to have some really, they do hunting clothes. They're the biggest camouflage retailer in the world. But they are going to have a cute line, and they actually have some stuff already out, but a huge line of really cute girl hunters, or actually not, it doesn't even have to be hunters, just like stylish clothing, everyday clothing, and stuff that really can get to wear on stage. So we're really excited about it. It's going to hit stores in 2016. Some of it's actually already out there, but some major lines are going to hit the stores in 2016, and you might see some Two Steele Girls faces on some of those lines, which is going to be really cool. Also, they have bags and purses and all kinds of cool stuff, so we're really excited about it. We're going to have a Realtree commercial out, too, so we'll be on that. Our music will be featured. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've seen the advertisement for your, well, not advertisement, but what you guys have been posting on Facebook about your commercial. How did that turn out? Did that turn out pretty good?
We've only seen the 2-minute version, which is not going to be on television. We've only seen the long version that's going on YouTube. We haven't got a chance to see the 30-second version. They haven't even released that to us yet, so we don't know what that's going to be like. But it was so fun because we got to go out and we did like a 3-day video shoot for the commercial. And like I said, they'll have a 2-minute version and a 30-second television version. And plus we'll tell them about motocross and all that. It's really cool.
That's cool. What so give me some ideas here. I'm kind of wanting to pick your brain a little bit on this thing with the female country artists, since you guys opened up a can of worms, or should I say a can of whoop ass, and started the you know what I'm talking about. Y'all started the ball rolling on this thing. Give me some of your ideas on what you think about this, because I personally believe that if it wasn't for females in country music, a lot of country music wouldn't be around today.
We agree. I mean, you look at Loretta Lynn, Dolly Parton, Stella Parton. Gosh, there's so many female artists you can name, you know, that have paved the way. We just met Brenda Lee. People like that are just legends. We met Brenda Lee at CMA Fest. She's an incredible person. But you think of the road that they paved for us as female artists, you know?
Right.
It's hard living in a man's world sometimes. I know that sounds stupid, kind of, but it's true. It's even country music can be a man's world, especially if you look at the charts right now. It is. You know, men dominate the country music chart. They dominate the concerts, you know, the big concerts, even like CMAs and all that. They win most of the awards. So, you know, for a independent female artist, it makes it pretty scary, because they call them Nashville, Nash Vegas.
Yeah.
For a reason. You're risking a lot.
Yeah.
For a career, many make it in, you know?
Right.
Take it. And so they call it Nash Vegas, but if you're a female, it's even worse. So it's pretty scary. So when we heard what Keith Hill said, and I friended him, and I've been emailing him. He actually seems like a very nice guy. But, you know, he said he was just going by a bunch of research. And when you hear what he said, that, you know, women, I mean, if you want, what he said was scary, because he said, if you want your radio station to get better ratings, and he's the biggest radio consultant in country music, has been doing it for over 20-something years.
Right.
He said what you need to do is you need to cut female artists.
Right.
And so they're sitting back as independent artists going, oh my God, we already kind of knew this, but someone actually said it out loud.
Well, let me ask you this. What is your opinion on the, quote, big bro country? Do you think that it's actually more about the music, or is it more about the artists in general? Because I know how the girls go nuts off of, you know, over Blake and over Jason and over Luke and all them guys. Do you think they're more into the fact that they are part of the so-called cliques of country music, or do you think they are in it for the actual music?
You know, the artists personally do want to do music that actually means something. I really think that they do. I think that they're put in a position when they're signed with labels, they have to do what's going to make them successful at the time, or their label will potentially drop them. I know that's why there's a song Jake Owen put out before the single that he put out last, that We All Want What We Ain't Got, and he had to fight to put that song out. But he said he's tired of being looked at as a party surfer boy, just good old, you know, just hanging out, drinking beers. He said, you know, I want to sing, I can sing, and people don't even know that because I'm doing all these songs where I'm just talking through the whole song.
Right.
So I think there are a lot of artists out there that are doing the whole kind of bro country thing that, you know, that's not what necessarily they love. They're just doing it right now because that's what their label heads are telling them. Hey, you got to do this. This is what sells, and this is what we're going to do. And unfortunately, that's kind of how the music business works. But how I feel is, you know, with Keith bringing this up, yeah, it's unfortunate that he said it, but it did bring it to attention to people who had no clue that's exactly what the statistics are, and that's what the percentage. I mean, they're playing between 10 and 15% on radio as women songs that are being played. That's ridiculous. You know, and a lot of people maybe didn't pay attention to it before. They're just like, oh, I just like this song. Oh, I like this song.
Right.
You know, they don't realize how many are men and how many are women. But I think that it's brought to light in a good way Kelsey Ballerini had a #1. The first one in house like in 9 years or something
Right,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So, maybe it's going to help turn the tides a little bit from the whole bro country and all we can talk about is partying. I mean, country people are about that, having a good time and all that, but we're also can get real and, say something that could change someone's life and not just, let's party and drink and go out in the cornfield and this and that,
Right. Well,
I think there's an openness to have party songs and have, heart-wrenching, make you want to cry songs.
Well, let me ask you this: what's your feelings about mixing country with hip hop and rap? I mean, I've seen just from on shows I've done, and then from what I've seen on postings and social media, it's more or less. Well, of course, it's going to be the younger generation because that's what they like. They want to try to mix together, but do you really think it belongs together? I mean, me personally, I don't mind if it's got a little bit of rhythm to it. It's got a little bit of rap, but I would more want it to have a meaning and have a good beat to it than something, say just thrown together, that sounds like crap, to my opinion.
Well, I'm going to answer, and I'm, of course, the mom of this duo.
You be honest as you can, because I know what you're going to say.
No, I don't think you do. Actually, I don't think you do. I'm a very young kind of mom. I love all kinds of different things. It's funny with
Gee, thanks. Now I feel like I'm ancient history.
sure I'm older than you, but I'm telling you, I'm very diverse. Crystal and I both are. With music, Aaron, my son, who plays the guitar in our band, and their dad. Dad's not so diverse. He loves Rush, but he also likes Luke Bryan, and he likes Hank, and I guess he's pretty diverse too, but maybe not as diverse as Crystal and Aaron and I. But I know that a younger generation is very diverse. We can listen to Loretta Lynn 1 second, and then we can listen to who knows.
Avenged Sevenfold
the next. And if you look at my iTunes account, you would see I have such an eclectic. So for me, I love it, man. I love that Steven Tyler's doing some country. I love that there's rock country. I love that Nelly rapped in a country song. I know people are going to hate me for that. I really don't care. I love it because, country folk, if you get down to it, we were raised in the hills of Ohio, and
I was born in Canton, Ohio.
Oh yeah, that's not
far. I got family in Youngstown, Akron, Dayton, Dover, Marietta. So yeah, I'm from up north, but I've been down here all my life. So I'm a Florida cracker country boy.
We're from the hills. I remember Michael Jackson when I was a kid was my favorite artist.
Yeah, me too. I know we're probably the same age, believe it or not. So.
So that's what I love. So all of this stuff, I'm not stuck in old country though. I do like it. But I sure as heck like it to mix it up. I think it's very creative. I think it's great, and I'm glad that it sells. I would just like to see more women involved in it.
I like that people now, country music is made where, people can go more their own, although everyone's kind of choosing to go the bro country route. It's opened it up where if someone wants to mix like Big Snow does, literally just, he raps about country stuff.
Yep.
I mean, I like Big Snow, but that's not necessarily the music that I want to make. But I think that it's great that he can have the freedom to do that. And yeah, there's people that's not going to like it, but he still has a really great following of people who love what he does. So I think it's really cool, and it gives us an opportunity to whatever we want to be. We're able to do that because other people are kind of, just like Loretta Lynn. No one was saying that they were going to take someone to Fifth City and kick a man's ass if he came home. And don't come home drinking and thinking you're going to get some loving. Not very many women said that, but it took Loretta Lynn saying it. And now you got Miranda Lambert saying she's going to burn your house down, she's going to key your car, or, Taylor's going to burn your stuff too. So you know, it really opens it up. So sometimes it just takes one person to kind of open the door for everyone else to have the freedom. They're like, oh, okay, maybe that did work, you know.
Our idea is maybe you feel stuck in bro country right now. Maybe radio kind of feels stuck in that. But it really is opening doors. It's like, we're all about diversity, especially our family is very mixed. We are not just a white family, we're a black family. A good part of our family is black. So we love that. I know that sounds crazy, but we love that the doors of country are opening to all kinds of races, it seems like. And that's what country folk are, man. We just love people.
I know. Well, in case in point, look at what Darius Rucker did. You know, spending all them years with Hootie and the Blowfish, and he comes over and pretty much just dominates country music when he changes, when he switches over. I think also, too, look at Christina Aguilera and what Blake does on The Voice. I think he's trying to convert her, to tell you the truth. And I got a feeling she's going to come over to country music.
If she comes over to country music, we're all screwed. She's better than all of us. She best just stay right where she's at. Lord, we're just kidding.
Whoa! Hold on. I want to specify in this. Are you saying she's that good, or are you saying she's that bad for country?
Oh, that good.
Yeah, I know she's damn good.
I looked up to her ever vocally. Like I had a bunch of her CDs growing up, so I was like, oh my gosh, I want to sing like Christina Aguilera one day.
She can do everything. She can pick a crazy riff, and never go out of key. And you're sitting there going, oh my God, how did she do that?
You know what's funny? Yeah, what's funny with me is as I was growing up, Mom and Dad had country music all the time. They listened to Merle Haggard, Ricky Skaggs, Hank Williams. They had the older country, Loretta Lynn and Martina McBride and stuff like that. I grew up with the hair band days. Motley Crue, Leonard Skinner, Def Leppard, Pink Floyd. I grew up with them guys. So I kind of been in the country now, I don't know, full-time probably about 10 years or so, but it was always in the back of my mind that that's what I wanted to do down the road, because it seemed more sensible to play and to listen to that kind of music. Granted, I still like the old stuff that I grew up with. Never was really into the techno or the punk or the funk or, the old school was good to a point for what you had to do with it back then, but really wasn't my kind of style.
Yeah. Yeah, we're kind of into all kinds of music. I personally like old country music, but I think it's honestly my favorite. I mean, I like Miranda and different people like that, but this is Crystal, by the way. But I like
I can tell.
Like my country artist is Hank Williams, like Hank One, because they all have numbers now. But he's
right.
Like one of my favorite artists, and then also Hank Jr. and that's really what I listen to. I have Pandora on my phone, so I always have it on Hank Williams radio. So that's my. I mean, as far as country music, that's probably my favorite kind. But like Allison was saying, we're really diverse. I mean, we listen to everything from Beyonce and rap and hip hop and.
I do too. I listen to all of it. What's kind of ironic is that with the hip hop and the country mixed together, I don't know. I think it's coming along good. I mean, me personally, I like it because I am diverse. I'm not too old to really don't care about it, but yet I'm still young enough to understand that there's going to be a transition in it, and it's going to be around for a while. You can't do nothing about it, really.
Yeah, but I think too, it's just like old fashion styles come back around. I think it's coming back around to where music that was, more of the storytelling of country music, back in like Hank's day and Merle Haggard, when you could tell tell a good story and it didn't have to be about bonfires and all that. I think that's coming back around because the thing with this bro country thing, a lot of people do like it. A lot of young girls like it. But, I think that it's gone on for so long. I think people are going to get, burn out on it. When you hear the same story over and over, eventually you're going to know the story and go, yeah, we've heard that. And, they're ready for something new, something with me. So I think that's where music's transitioning. And I'm excited to see where it goes because it gives an opportunity, especially with the Keith Hill thing, for a lot of women, that are good, that haven't been played on radio and are already even signed to labels but aren't getting any radio play because of how everything's going right now, So.
How has you guys' career changed since you've been on The Voice? I mean, I know it's been quite a few years, but how has it changed since you were on season 4 of The Voice?
Well, we only performed 4 times before that. Our 5th performance ever outside of church was The Voice. So we were a nervous wreck. We had never walked across the stage and sang at the same time. We were awkward. It opened a lot of doors for us, but we came off The Voice and we worked our tail ends off. We didn't come off there and get lazy and think something was going to be handed to us. Like I said, we're real country girls, and we know that we were raised where you got to work your ass off, or you're not going to make it. You're not going to eat. And so when we came off The Voice, we looked at it as a major opportunity. Nothing's ever been handed to us, so we came off and we worked our tail ends off, and it's been incredible. The doors that have opened, but we've also watched other people come off and just expect it to be handed to them, and it's not that way.
Yeah, have you guys been nonstop since then?
We have been nonstop, and we've done some incredible things as independent artists. We're the faces of a multi-billion-dollar brand. We are working with Chevy Corporate. We're doing commercials. We're doing some crazy things, that independent artists with no manager. We manage ourselves. We've done everything from learn how to build our own website. And I know that sounds silly, but we learned to write our own press releases. We've done it all because we're a family that was, not well to do. And we just learned how to do it and tried to do it with excellence. But, a lot of doors have been open for us, but I think it's because we came off and worked so hard. Our whole family is bought into this. We sold just about everything we've got.
Yeah.
And that's the truth, to maintain this level and to push, because we have this dream, and a lot of people believe in us. We don't want to go look back when we're 89 years old and go, I wish we would have tried, or I wish we would have done this or that, and wonder what the results would have been if we had. We want to look back and even if we fail, go, we did everything we need to do. It's our goal. People say, like, do you want to be famous? And they almost look at you like, really, do you want to be famous? It's almost like a bad thing. We're like, yeah, we kind of do. We think we have a lot to offer the world. I have a good family. We love each other. We've got family values.
Yeah, well,
we're not perfect. We mess up all the damn time. All the time.
Well,
and we're not afraid
the fame will come along as you keep doing your music because you're doing it because you love doing it, not necessarily for the fame,
You're right. We love it. We're not afraid to encourage people along the way. That's what it's about. It's not worried about when they ask you if you want to be famous. Well, yeah. And people see dollar signs and like, oh, they just want to be famous. But you know what? With becoming famous, it becomes influence. You can really speak into people's lives, and you can really touch lives. We wrote a song called Forward, and we put it out on our first CD, and not a lot of people, quite a few people bought our first CD. We were surprised it wasn't on radio or anything, but that song Forward has touched young kids with cancer and helped them to move forward. Women that were abused in abusive relationships, were playing at these conferences and stuff, so we were like, that's what it's about. That's what life is about. So we want to do this on a bigger scale because that's incredible. That's what life is about.
It's great for us to get out, perform, and it is a lot of hard work that a lot of people don't see. I mean, we do all the behind-the-scenes stuff, and mostly just people see us doing the out and about, the CMA Fest things, and the fun stuff. But, it's a lot of work, but it's fun for us to get to perform. It's one of the coolest things ever to get to perform and have a crowd and all that. But, that's not going to sustain it, I don't think, long term. The crowd could be there or not be there. But, if you're not having any kind of purpose doing it, I don't think that, why are you doing it? For us, yeah, it would be nice to be very successful and have money and all that. We want that, of course, but, we also want to be able to influence other people's lives of, showing that not every family that you see has to be a dysfunctional family. We can be very dysfunctional, but,
Of course, you're from Ohio.
well, that's not the truth. Well, we get it out, and we love each other no matter what. We have our arguments, but we get over it quick, and we move on, and we know how to laugh together and have a good time. And I think that's something that the world needs to see. I mean, there's so many families that are broken and breaking up every single day, and we go through some tough stuff together, and we always seem to work it out. And sometimes it takes a little longer than other times, but, even if us, for us, we can perform on the biggest stage, and that's still not as cool as changing one person's life or inspiring one person, or one person saying, hey, I really don't like myself, and I was thinking really bad things, but I listened to your song, and it gave me hope, and it made me change how I was thinking. That is way cooler than playing any stage in the world.
Right.
That is like the best thing, So when people do ask us that, they're like, oh, do you want to be famous? And they say it like it's a bad thing. I was like, well, yeah, why would we really be doing it if we, why would we give up so much and sell so many things and put so much time into it if we didn't want to take it to a big full-time thing? But for us, we don't do it, just for the fame or the money. But, we have a lot of other great things that we want to do along with that. And that's part of being famous. It takes a lot of your life, and you lose a lot of your privacy in certain parts of your life, but you also have a huge amount of influence.
Oh, yeah, definitely. This is your first year playing at CMA Fest, right?
No, we've actually played every year since we got up The Voice, so we've played 3 years.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Oh, I'm sorry. The first year we came off, we just started podcast and played the last 2 years. So we've been off The Voice 3 years now. So, yes, we performed 2 of those years. But this was our biggest year. Chevy and Realtree partnered together, Chevy Corporate, and just sponsored us, and it was incredible, the things that they had us do. We got to do a surprise concert. I don't know if you watched Bone Collector, but Michael Waddell has a show out there with Realtree called Bone Collector. It's really, really popular.
Yeah, I've seen the show. I don't watch it too much, but I've seen the show, yeah.
Yeah, and so they're our Realtree family, and so we got to go and do some things with them and meet them actually for the first time. It was a really, really cool thing. Chevy treated us, and Realtree both treated us like we were just major superstars, and I loved Chevy before, but now I'm just like, I wouldn't drive anything else but a Chevy, and just because of how they treated us. It wasn't just the peons there. There were some big heads of the company there during CMA Fest, and they treated us like we were just gold. They were so kind and encouraging and all that. It was very cool.
Well, I drive a Ford, but, I'll take a Chevy sponsor any day. So if you know any sponsors out there that want to come my way and help me out with my radio station, I'd be more than happy to talk to them.
My stepdad said, I've only drove Fords all my life. I'm like, I know. And he said, they sure did treat you good. And I'm like, yes, they did. So maybe it's stepdad's mind. That's all he did. He never drove his entire life. I'm not joking.
Yeah, but you got to tell your dad. You just got to look at it this way. I've had Chevys, I've had Fords, and as long as you take care of them and treat them right, they're going to treat you right. Change oil, fix the tires, anything that needs to be worked on. Hey, as long as you keep my truck now's got like 206,000 miles on it. It's a 2000, so, and it still runs to this day.
Yep, very cool.
But there was something else I was going to ask you guys. What's the buzz around Nashville since you've done CMA this year, and any chances of doing a tour with anybody?
We don't know. We are just so kind of, in fact, we've not done a bunch of shows this year. We've probably done 275, something like that, shows since we came off The Voice. This year we scaled it way back, and people probably wondered, why aren't you doing it? Well, we've got stuff going on behind the scenes with Realtree. We're working on corporate things, which are really good for our career. You know, we could be out there doing shows where, you know, we had done these shows where no one really cares we're there. You know, in some of the bars. But we've done some great shows, too, as well. So all of those shows count. But right now we just are trying to focus on what will help us propel ourselves to the next level of our career.
Right.
And so we've kind of pulled back the shows and just reevaluated, you know, and we miss it. You know, we miss it so much being on the road and being with people. And but we've got some good stuff coming up. We'll be with Larry the Cable Guy. He'll be emceeing, and we'll be for 2 days down at Pensacola in July 24th, I think, and 25th at Boo Fest. Boo Fest was started by professional golfer Boo Weekly.
Oh, okay.
And it is actually a benefit that he does to raise funds for one of his nonprofits.
Well, make sure when you talk to Larry, the Cable Guy, tell him Big Country said, hey, he used to live down the street from me for about 15, 16 years before he moved back up north. Yep.
We love him. It's so funny to hear him. He's crazy. So we're excited to do that. And, you know, we got some great stuff coming up if you look at our website. We do. But we've also got some commercials that are going to come out, different things like that. So we're just real excited.
Well, tell everybody where they can find you and what's your sites and where they can get your music and all that good stuff.
Well, you can get it all linked from our website, even our iTunes links from there, our social media sites. We're really active this last week. We've been not very active. We came home from CMA Fest and we're burned out, and I just got sick. I have allergies real bad, so I got sick and not doing much, which is unusual for us. But if you go to our website, go to 2, it's the number 2, Steel, like the metal, it's STEEL, Girls. Steel is our last name, so 2steelgirls.com, and you'll find our link to our iTunes, our YouTube videos, our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And I don't have our Periscope on there, but Periscope is so fun for us. We have about, I think, 400 and something followers on Periscope. We just started that. And boy, that's fun. So if y'all are on Periscope, look us up. We're just 2 Steel Girls on there.
Well, sounds good, ladies. I appreciate you for being on the show tonight. And anytime you want to come by, if you ever get to Florida, I mean, if you got any tours coming this way, hey, I'd be glad to have you in studio. But I want to wish y'all the best of luck. And, of course, I'm going to keep playing your music on WBCW Florida Country Radio. Right now, I think you're in the top 2 amongst all my artists that I have. I got quite a few now, so we're definitely pushing. Cool. We're definitely pushing your music for you, and appreciate your support and all that you do for me, and put up with me when I bug you for more music.
Well, we sure appreciate you playing our music. Thank you so very much, and for all your support. I see you on Twitter all the time, so thank you so much for that.
Well, we appreciate it. Thank you very much. Big hand for 2 Steel Girls. Make sure you check them out on their websites and go get their music, buy it up, because I'm telling you, folks, they're going to be big. Thank you, ladies. I appreciate it. You have a good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye. That was 2 Steel Girls, some good friends of mine. Been playing their music, blowing it up. Let's go ahead and load this up here real quick. This is their new song that just came out called Mad Black Magic. Check it out right here. Sitting on the tailgate, we'll play this song for you.
Always
Yeah, that's Two Steel Girls, their brand new song called Mad Black Magic. We just had a nice conversation with the two girls. They're doing such a great job. I mean, I really like their music. Brand new artists. They've been playing for a couple years, but they're haven't hit the big time yet. They're getting close. Of course, they got the big deal with Chevrolet, and they are now the faces of Realtree for all you camouflage lovers out there who needs camouflage coming up shortly here by the end of this year for hunting season. Yes. Girls, make sure you send me some stuff. I could use it. Well, a couple other things we'll talk about tonight real quick. Just kind of touch on them. Florida legislator just passed today that they are going to open up black bear season here in Florida. They're saying we got too many black bears, so I guess it's in October. There's like a week period in October that they will open up black bear hunting season. And I think the tags on those are anywhere from $100 for Floridians, and I think they said $300 for out-of-state people that come to hunt the black bears. So, my opinion on that, I don't know. There's just so much growth in the area, especially in Central Florida, that they're just running their bears out of their habitat, where they're living and where they're feeding and stuff like that. It's just they're building so many buildings and highways and stuff. They're just running them out of their homes. They just need a place to go, really, but they say we're getting overrun by them, so I don't know. I guess the wildlife people know what they're talking about, but I don't know. I mean, me, I'm an avid hunter, but I hunt because, for food. When I hunt deer, I shoot it and I eat it. Bears, on the other hand, I don't know. I ain't never had bear. I've eaten just about everything else. Gopher, rattlesnake, squirrel, deer. So, but this other thing they got going on in South Carolina with the Confederate flag, I tell you what. Even though I was born a Yankee, but I'm bred in the South, the flag is not racial motivated. These people are just throwing this way out of proportion. Has no meaning. What this kid did in this church when he walked in there, that's on him. That has nothing to do with anything as far as when it comes to racial motivated or being the fact that he wants to start riots and this and that. That wasn't his intentions. What he was thinking in his own mind is what he's thinking. That doesn't necessarily reflect on everybody else. So I don't see what the big deal is about the Confederate flag. It's a flag. It stands for heritage. It's history. Fine. If you want to put it in a museum, that's fine. But don't take the rights from state if they want to fly it. I mean, they're talking about taking, get this, today Warner Brothers are talking about taking, I think they're supposed to do it. They're going to take the Confederate flag off of the General Lee from the show Dukes of Hazzard that was back out in the 80s and 90s. Everybody remembers Dukes of Hazzard if you're old enough to remember. That's what they had, Confederate flag right on the top of the roof. So they're going to take that off. NASCAR announced today, though, they are not, I repeat, not going to keep people from being able to bring Confederate flags on the tracks. They will still fly them. They will still allow them because it's heritage. It's not racist. It's heritage. Walmart's is pulling everything off the shelves, from to flags to stickers, anything that has to do with the Confederate flag. I mean, I don't know. It's the people that wants to keep this stuff going. I don't know who you are, but whoever you are, you need to back off from this and just forget it. Quit instigating it. It's not a big deal. We've had we've had tons of problems that has nothing to do with racism. But to put racism towards the flag is wrong. It's not, I promise you. Ask anybody that lives in the South. It's not. It's heritage. That's what they grew up on. That's what they understood. It's the way it is. Oh, let's see what else we were going to talk about here. Shoot, I had something on the brain. Can't remember what it was now. If you got any questions or comments about our show, especially this one here, Sitting on a Tailgate, you can email us at actionworksmusic@gmail.com. Don't forget our other show, which is our brand new radio station, WBCW Florida Country Radio. It airs during the week. We haven't set a specific day yet, but as we plug along, we're trying to see what days would be better to do it. It promotes and hosts brand new artists. Country and rock is what Florida Country Radio does. Southern rock. Any artists would like to have their music added to our station, just email us, actionworksmusic@gmail.com. Make sure you format it as an MP3 so we can download it and get it on rotation for you. You can also check out our website at wbcwradio.com. And of course, me, Big Country, I'm all over. You can find me on Twitter at BC or DJ BC Lee. I'm on Instagram at DJ Big Country Music. I'm also on Google as Florida Country Radio. You can check us out there. So we're all over. You can find us. We're pretty much just about anywhere you plug us in. But we do this show every Wednesday night, 8 o'clock, 7 p.m. Central Time. Next week's show, I believe we have another brand new artist we'll be talking to on the phone. His name is Taylor Scott. He's a brand new artist that is trying to get his music out there. We got a whole bunch of lineups here down the road. We got brand new group called Lockhart, who consists of Johnny Bulford and Janelle Wheeler, who are out of Nashville. Johnny's actually originally from Central Florida, but he's the songwriter that hit the number one and got the award for writing the number one song, I believe. Yeah, it was for Lee Brice. So we also are going to be talking to a brand new artist. She's just starting out. She goes back and forth from Nashville to here. She's also from Central Florida. She's got a brand new song out. Her name is Amanda Cooksley. So we got all kind of things lined up here. Also, my buddy Vic Clevenger, great friend of mine that we've started in the radio kind of together back in the days. We've been bouncing back and forth between his shows and my shows, but he's got a brand new show that just came out called On the Road with Vic Clevenger. He does NASCAR. You can check him out. Check him out on Facebook. It's called On the Road, or you can friend him on Facebook, Vic Clevenger. He's also a redneck comedian, so he travels all over. New York, Ohio, Georgia, Virginia. He's a great comedian. Good friend of mine, too, so make sure you check him out. All right, folks. Well, that's all the time we got for the show tonight. I hope that you tune in next week. Same time. And check us out. We're always glad to hear from you. If you want to be a guest or if you just want to chat with us, shoot me an email. And we'll see if we can't get you on air. We're going to leave you with one more song from Two Steel Girls. This is the one that Allison was talking about, called Forward, right here on Sitting on the Tailgate. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you next week.
You can't see the way out. Feels like you're stuck in reverse. You've been spinning your wheels. Can't seem to push past the hurt. Everybody feels, everybody falls. Stand up and dust yourself off. Keep moving forward. Keep fighting till the end. Think you can't go on, and the pain inside shakes your soul, clouds your mind. Keep pushing, keep moving forward. When every dream that you've had feels like it's dying inside, and the world tells you no, it's not the place or the time. Never give up, dreams will come true. Follow your heart and push through. Keep moving forward. Keep fighting till the end. Live with no regrets. Give it all you've got when life hits you hard. Never stop. Keep pushing. Keep moving. When no one else believes that you're alone, and when the world is turned your golden heart to stone, stand firm in believing that your destiny is true, and keep moving forward. Keep moving.